Hello, Wisecrack Nation. It's your boy Navi here with his review and recall of The Flash. So far, we've made it to Season 5, Episode 3, titled The Death of Vibe. Oh, this should be interesting. So let's get into it. We begin this episode in the feature at the Flash Museum, showing that Cicada has beaten every superhero in the Arrowverse, from Flash, Arrow, Vibe, Mr. Elastic, Supergirl. Wow, this guy must be a badass. And because of Nora, the timeline is now changed because Cicada has come early. Pause. No sexual innuendo jokes, but pause. And now, because of his early appearance, Excess has come up with a plan to help Team Flash catch Cicada and make all their worries go away. To bring in Sherlock Wells. Oh goodness, another Wells. You know what, Flash? The Wells people, their reputation, kinda getting to me. It's making a dent in my head, like that Family Guy song of Lois having a tumor. I'm a tumor, 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 ha ha ha, I'm a tumor. At this point, I'm starting to like this Harrison Wells, well, Sherlock Harrison Wells. Not only has he wasted their time making tea, he's already deduced that Cisco has been crying like a little girl because Gypsy basically dumped him. That is one of the greatest things I have ever seen. Because immediately after Harrison brings it up, Cisco runs out of the room like Red did on Friday, like a little bitch. Did I mention how much I like this Harrison Wells? Because in the few minutes that he's been on this show, he's already deduced about Barry being a speedster, Excess being a child, and Iris having a tattoo of a former lover removed from her. Oh, this is excellent. And not only has he deduced that Ralph was coming into the room, he gave him the nickname of Baby Giraffe. You are a baby giraffe. And apparently, Ralph has become a new meme of Star City. Okay, flag on the play. Harrison Wells has officially made my crap list. He said Alonzi. There's only one person, one English person, that I'm allowing to say that, and we all know who that is. In my last review, I remember stating that Access is not the sharpest tool in the drawer. And at this point, when they're trying to find the meta cicada, or meta killer cicada, she sets off a booby trap. And Nui gets herself and her father killed. I mean, Jesus. It's at this point Barry has to go and Flash tackle the suspect before he escapes the scene. I want to say good job, Team Flash, yay! But no, because Cicada shows up at Joe's house. Oh shit, they can't kill off Joe. That's the only black superhero we got that doesn't have powers. So now they've arrested the suspect David Hirsch for the killing of Metis. Now, Access believes that Hirsch is the real killer while Barry doesn't. Who am I gonna side with? Am I gonna side with the professional hero or the rookie hero? Oh, I'm gonna side with the hero that hasn't nearly gotten me killed every time I take them out into the field. And now we have Cicada in Joe's house questioning Joe about where Vibe is and how to contact him. I don't like this one bit because the only black dude that's left on the Flash is Joe at this point. And if they kill him off, oh, that's going to be another black movement. Now we run back to Star Labs to find out they're having a party because they think David Hirsch is the meta killer. And Barry shows up to ruin the party and tell them, guess what? Come back. I've done the examining to realize he's not the killer. Like I said, it's like a freaking Maury episode. You catch someone, you think that that person is what they say they are, and they're not. David Hirsch, you are the father, but you are not the killer. And then we come to find out that Harrison Sherlock Wells has captured Cicada 37 times. But this time he has to realize that he messed up because Excess once again has screwed something up. The timeline and the future. Now Team Flash is demanding a refund from Harrison Sherlock Wells to come to find out that he spent all his money on his ex-wives. Can we say 2.5 Men? This guy reminds me so much of Alan off of 2.5 Men. It's just not even funny. Now at this point, I'm really pissed off because Cicada just threatened Joe's family and is still torturing Joe. You know what? I wish they would give Joe powers. Make him some kind of, I don't know, Earth hero, Power Ranger hybrid. I don't care. Just give the man some powers. And now we have to deal with a Nora pity party as Barry tries to figure out why his daughter's acting the way she's acting. That's because she's a freaking irresponsible idiot. And Iris is just trying to take up for the daughter because she feels that, she hasn't grown up with a father. She's there with her father at this moment trying to make things right, but she goes off the handle because she feels that she isn't wrong. I mean, come on now. This is why some people shouldn't have children. I'm serious now. And now we have to play a game of Clue because Nora alerts the team that Harrison may be dead. Luckily, Cisco comes along and calls shenanigans. Boy, I love the South Park references. There's just so much you can gain from them. And so Cisco alerts Barry to go ahead and search the whole lab for Harrison because Cisco knows that he's faking. To come to find out, Harrison was faking all along, saying it worked on his 4th and 6th wife. Not only is he a genius detective, he's pretty damn clever. I'll give him that. That's one way we can get away with murder, and especially paying alimony. At this point, I'm starting to get pissed off at Cicada. He's up there torturing Joe. Luckily, Cecile woke up, I guess because her powers are returning at some point, in some manner, because she wakes up to find Joe being tortured by him. And she's going to alert the team that he's, being held hostage. But this is too much. I mean, come on now. Another black person having a face being tortured because he knows something? I mean, come on. I mean, what the hell, man? If I was Cecile, I would have went and got Joe's gun and laid off in Cicada's ass. And Joe tells Cecile not to call the team because he wants Cisco. Man, I'm gonna call everybody and anybody to get this fool out my house and away from my family. And as soon as Cisco shows up, Cicada runs into him and vibes somewhere different. At this point, I'm really worried about Cisco. He's running through a forest, trying to dodge Cicada, who's attacking him with his lightning bolt spear and dampening his powers. This is like the Purge all over again. But luckily, Sherlock Wells is there to deduce where Cisco is just by listening to his background. I mean, what is he, the Forest Whisperer or something? And what sucks the most is Cisco gets stabbed in the back shoulder. Oh, that's messed up. That's really messed up. Fortunately for Cisco, Flash arrives on the scene just to get his ass kicked. Every week something happens to the Flash, and every week Access always somehow manages to prove me wrong. I mean, what is this? She starts Speed Force vibrating and then miraculously comes up with a plan in order to save her father and Cisco? Oh, I just hate being wrong about this girl. What I can't believe is that another one of Nora's plans saved the day. She grabs one of the power couplings from Star Labs before leaving and gives Cisco the assist by throwing it at Cicada, and Cicada bounces it back to Cisco to make it seem like there was an explosion in which Vibe didn't make it out alive. But the one thing that really got me is Cicada flew away? How did Cicada fly away? He's not a metahuman. Oh god, this show is killing me slowly with all this stuff that they're coming out with. It's like a freaking M. Night Shyamalan movie. Always a twist in some kind of way. So now there's a story that Vibe is dead on the internet. And as long as everyone believes Vibe to be dead, he's no longer a target. But since Cicada is still out there, and they have no idea who he is, they enlist Harrison Sherlock Wells to join the team and pay them back every cent that he took from them until they catch Cicada. And things get more complicated now that Nora is going to be living with Barry and Iris, since Sherlock is going to be staying at Star Labs in Nora's old spot. Thank goodness that Joe is still alive, as he informs Iris on his run-in with Cicada at their house, telling her information of what happened and what he believes about Cicada being a father after seeing how he reacted with Joe's daughter's blanket and what he said to Joe. So we have to see where we go from here. I really like this Harrison Wells because before the episode ends, he sees and interacts with Nora, asking her that when she punched the satellite with Barry at the last season's episode ending, was it really her idea or was it someone else's? Nora gives that guilty look face, and Sherlock Wells acts as if he's joking. I think she's letting on to something that she isn't telling everybody. Hopefully somewhere down the line we figure it out and realize what she's not saying. But I'm gonna wrap it up here, Speedsters. It's time for me to go back into the Speed Force and get ready for